Icy from the Girls of G5 here. Today I'm bringing you LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean. This is for two reasons. The first reason is because you see that dog sitting there. Later you get to play as him. And my friend slash fellow YouTuber just really demanded I play this game for the dog. So I'm bringing you a level that you can play as him. As you see right here, he wants that little bone. I think that bone makes up that little puppy's life. Anyways, the second reason is because I am sort of boycotting Resistance 3. I know my one sale won't make a real difference, but hear me out. I think it'd be fair to say that I'm a pretty good fan of the Resistance series. I played the first and second of the PlayStation 3, and then I got the PSP game, which was surprisingly really fun as well. But Resistance 3 has a thing called Paypass on it, which means when you enter one code, you only can play online once. You know, only I would be able to. If I rented the game, that code would already be used. If I got the game used, the code would obviously be used up as well. I think this is a really cheap thing for the developers to do. I've personally never been a fan of downloadable contact, map packs, stuff like that. My opinion is that if it's important to the game, it should be included on the game. You shouldn't have a whole bunch of additions to it. If I buy a novel, I expect the whole story to be there. I don't want someone coming to me a month later saying, hey, do you want to buy an extra chapter for a few more bucks? But don't get me wrong, I do understand why they do that. I think this Play Pass is crossing the line, though. Because I should be able to rent or buy the game and actually get the whole game. You shouldn't be cutting parts out because someone used this game secondhand. Oh, good, almost had a dirt moment there. Anyways, the developers have found a new area where they can charge people for something extra. If I bought a used car, Ford or whoever wouldn't be able to charge me more to turn the AC back on simply because someone sold me the car. It's a feature that was there and should stay there. Resistance was the first game that Sony put a Play Pass system on. I think they are trying to sneak this into a big title so they can get away with it. Alright, instead of continuing on, there's skeletons over here that I kind of want to knock down. Let me see. Alright, one. Let's get this other guy knocked down and free. Hold on. Right there. Two. Okay, I think it's very respectable that you can at least put the skeletons back together. Just letting them rest in peace, right? See, they're happy. It's all good. Let me put this other one together. Alright, sorry for that tangent. This game does have some kind of cute little things to it. Let me get these other ones down. Anyways, as I was saying, now Sony's not the only developer who has been doing this. Other companies are looking to do it for their online play. Some even are going to take out parts of the storyline that if you just want to play single player, you're going to have to still buy a Play Pass for yourself. It's all kind of reminiscent of CDs a while back when they were having laws up the yin-yang to protect them. But the thing with CDs is you can make a copy. It might not be legal, but it's easy to make a copy. With a game, you can't make a copy of the online play and have a copy for you and your friend. So I don't think games should have the same type of regulations. This is not the developers protecting themselves against pirates. It's the developers wanting more money. And I would go as far as saying that gamers should avoid games that have this Play Pass system on it. That's the only way you can really tell the developers, hey, this is not okay. Alright, cool. With the help of my doggy duo, we freed Captain Jack Sparrow. Now I just need to jump on this stupid barrel thing. Okay, there we go. I gotta be a log roll. That seems a lot more easy than it should be. I think that'd be incredibly hard. Well, seriously, who knew he could log roll so well? I guess that's Will's hidden talent. Alright, I gotta say, I like being the dog while attacking people in this and just kind of like mauling Legos to pieces. I don't know, it's probably not a healthy thing to like, but it is actually really fun. Even though I'm not quite sure how the dog attacks someone with the bone still in his mouth. Oh well, I guess I really shouldn't be questioning Lego logic. And the other thing I like about this game is how Jack kind of staggers around like he's drunk. I'm not quite sure how they pull that off with Legos, but they do a pretty good job. Oh, did you see that? I totally almost fell off the wall. Anyways, let me start drawing over here, popping up the flags. Yay! Alright, departing from the world of cute Legos here, I would like to talk about something a little bit more serious now, which is the passing of Steve Jobs, which happened a few days ago now. He was really Apple to a lot of people, the figurehead, the embodiment of this company. I've never been a huge Apple fan or follower, but I cannot deny that as a businessman, as a tech, he did a lot to put technology into the hands of everyone. He helped create, if not did create, an always connected culture that we have now. Steve Jobs really knew what he was doing. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Apple, I still think he and his company are very respectable and impressive. I recently read an article about Steve Jobs, and it was written before he passed. And it was written in a way where it didn't make him seem out like the nicest guy, but even still in the article, they were really respectful and really impressive of what he has done. And I think that's an interesting take to see, because generally when people die, all people say is nice things about the person. So I feel like it gave me a real idea of who the man was, even though I didn't personally know him. The article went on to say that he was a hard boss to work for, not very easy to please, but it in turn made his workers work even harder to try to almost impress him, like you would try to impress like a distant father or something. It also said that the key to his success was that he knew programmers didn't get into programming because they like learning the language. They got into it because they wanted to make a change in the world. That's the sort of vision and passion you need to get anything done really well. Truly, Steve Jobs would be missed by many people. To bring a lighter note back to this game, I'm going to switch back to talking about pirates. I rented this game, and even though I think rentals are super expensive, I'm really glad that I did, because at times, as you can see here that I'm having derpy moments, it doesn't really respond the way I think it would. And other times, I'm trying to find something and I completely pass something up because it kind of just drops you and it doesn't really tell you what you need to do or how to do it. I didn't have Legos as a kid, as shocking as that might be, so I might be lacking some of the nostalgia that the Legos are supposed to give me. The things I had were Lincoln Logs, and then when we would go to the restaurant while we were waiting for food, I would like build little cities out of the condiments and jellies and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, that story is kind of embarrassing. Don't judge me. Overall, Pirates is a good game, but it's not something I would want to seriously play. It's a nice little refresher, though. Well, that's all I really have for you today. I hope you enjoyed LEGO Pirates and that cute puppy. Please rate, subscribe, and comment if you like. The G5 Girls will see you next time.